Guys, today's video is going to be my recent game pickups for the month of September 2012. I didn't expect to pick this much up this month, but it happens. So, um, for PSP, I got Luminous Puzzle Fusion, a really awesome puzzle game. Think of like Tetris, where you're just following blocks and sort of mismatching them together. And with this, they're two colors. Like maybe orange and silver, for example, and you have to connect 4 orange blocks together to that's just your goal, to get score or whatever, and they disappear like Tetris. Really fun, only like $5 at GameStop, and I can't imagine it's much more anywhere else. Just really fun PSP puzzle game. Probably a must-have if you like puzzle games for PSP. Have Guruman, A Monstrous Adventure. I don't know where I was, but maybe eBay or something, just browsing PSP RPGs, but this came up, and it got like really good reviews. GameStop gave it like a 9.5, so I was really intrigued by this game. And it's a action RPG, but I didn't know it was actually made by Nihon Falcom, which makes the E series and the Legend of Heroes series. So I haven't played it yet because I want to finish some of the games I've started and not start another RPG. But yeah, it definitely looks like an interesting game. Next, for 360, a $2 game, in my opinion. For $2, you should probably get it, and that's Perfect Dark Zero. This is actually a rare game. I believe it was a launch title, if not a launch window 360 game, and just really fun first-person shooter. There's not much. It's just really fun. It's pretty simple. There's some cool like spy gadgets and stuff you can use. But overall, it's just really fun. Shoot shit. And I say, if you like shooting shit, get it. Next, we have probably my favorite game that I've gotten this month is Lost Odyssey, a 360 exclusive RPG. This is by Mistwalker, which also made Blue Dragon. And I don't know if they've made anything else, but that'd be really unfortunate because this game is amazing. And like, if they would have been making games like the past 3 or 4 years, we could have had some really awesome 360 exclusive RPGs. But what I like about this game is it's a traditional turn-based RPG. They add some button timing mechanic that makes the combat a bit more interactive and a bit more interesting to play. I really like the storytelling in this game and the characters. They have these dreams where your main character Kaim, if he's like walking by and you see like maybe for example a boy and a father and his daughter playing at the park or something, it'll trigger a memory from his past, and you read it in like these little storybook fashion, and those are really well written. I say, if you're playing this game, do not skip those little stories. They're really essential to the experience. You're definitely cheating yourself of an awesome part of the game if you skip those. Read them, and they really help build up Kaim as a character. Just really awesome. And the things I don't like about it, the graphics are pretty good, but they try and convey like crying and different emotions and stuff through the characters and like cutscenes and stuff, and the graphics aren't good enough to make that really look believable. It just ends up looking sloppy and sort of ugly, so that's not a good part. And the cutscenes and stuff are really cinematic, and they have all these different camera angles and stuff, sort of focusing on different characters' faces, and I don't think it's done that well. Maybe if the graphics were a bit better and a bit more believable, it would have been a lot better, but what it is, I believe the intentions were good, but it just didn't really come out as that good. Also, they have like a lot of cinematic like camera angles and stuff during the fight sequences. Like when you run up to attack, the camera follows you and shakes a bit, and that I feel is really a nice addition. But the cutscenes and stuff I don't feel are as well done. So we have Clive Barker's Jericho, a first-person shooter on 360 and PS3. Me and my brother went in GameStop and just wanted a cheap, quick game to waste some time with, and found this only $5, and it was worth about $5. Really not that good of a game. So really, I don't know, has this sort of horror vibe to it, but it's not really done that well. I don't find that scary, and I only played a couple hours of it. Maybe the story and stuff is actually really deep and really awesome, but what I played really bland and really boring. So we have Infinite Undiscovery, a action RPG by Square Enix on 360, exclusive 360. A lot of 360 games I got this month were exclusives, so a bit disappointed by it. I haven't played it since I got Lost Odyssey, so I'm only like 2 or 3 hours into it, but the combat is fun, it's enjoyable. It's not that complex. I basically am just mashing A, but maybe I unlock combos and stuff later in the game. I can't say whether I do or not, but I think the biggest thing that hurts this game is the voice acting and just the mouth syncing. Like, there will be entire cutscenes where it's just silent text, but they'll still have the mouth moving to it, and that's a bit annoying. And just if you have a character that has really bad voice acting, it's really hard to just like that character, because if he sounds like an a-hole, you're gonna think that that guy's an a-hole. He's not gonna. A lot of time, it's really hard to, through like just storytelling and just character buildment, to make you like him because he sounds like an a-hole. But so a bit disappointed by this game. Paid $10 for it. I can't tell whether I would recommend it or not yet. So we have Battle Fantasia, a 2D fighting game by Arc System Works. It's actually a. I'm not really that into fighters, but it's actually really fun. It has really beautiful graphics, art style. Sort of looks like a watercolor now. A lot of games do have that art style now, but that doesn't make it any less good looking. But maybe not as unique, but definitely looks good. I can't compare it to that many other fighting games because I haven't played that many other fighting games, especially 2D fighting games. But I can't say I enjoyed it, and it was only $5 at GameStop. So if you see it there and you're a fan of fighting games, I'd say pick it up. Oops. The rest are PS2 games. I've been taking advantage of GameStop sales. They've just been really trying to get rid of these things. Like, there's like maybe 1 or 2 games I'm even interested in buying now at my GameStop. But now we have Spy Hunter. It was like $1 or $2 game. Probably not worth $1 or $2. It's really not that good. You're basically a car with 2 machine guns on yourself, and you just and you sometimes turn a motorcycle and turn into a boat. But there's really not much else to it, and it's really not that entertaining, not that much fun, and I wouldn't really recommend it to anyone. SOCOM US Navy SEALs. Now this is a really fun game. Remember, I used to think this game when I was younger was just balls hard, and I could not get past like the 6th level or something. But playing it now, definitely a lot of fun. If you like tactical shooters, and you like putting a lot of thought and strategy into your shooters, then I'd say get this. Sure, it's outdated, but it's still fun to go back to and play. Smuggler's Run. I used to play the second one, and used to have really fun just roaming around in a free roam area and just driving around a lot of times with a friend or something and trying to do cool jumps and stuff. And playing this one, I was a bit disappointed. It's not like, I think the biggest thing is the maps and the areas feel much more emptier. Like, there's not as much stuff, there's not much cars driving around, not as much animals and stuff. This may sound fucked up, but I think that one of my favorite parts of Second Smuggler Run was running over animals, because when you hit them, they would fly like 200 feet away, and it would just look really awesome and really ridiculous. But this, and it actually kind of takes a big hit in terms of graphics from the second one, so I would say if you had to choose, I'd choose the second one over this. Sophie, The Lost Planet, a treasure shoot 'em up, also brought out by Working Designs. So going off that, it's made by Treasure, which make games like Ikaruga, Gunstar Heroes, and published by Working Designs, which make like the Silver Star Story and stuff like that. And it has a bit of a pedigree, and I don't think it really lives up to those 2 developers' names. It's not as fun. Comparing it to like bullet hell shooters like Kai Katana and Death Smiles, which is the few shmups that I've actually played, it's definitely not as fun. It's a lot less bullets on screen. The enemies, most enemies actually kind of take a while to kill, and I don't know, it's just not that fun, and I would not really recommend it to shoot 'em up fans at all. There's a lot much better choices out there. Onimusha is like a hack and slash game by Capcom. After the CG cutscene, that the opening for this game, I was like really pumped up because it looked really awesome. I was like, fuck yeah, this game's gonna be awesome. And I start the game and I don't know how to move, and I finally realized that it's D-pad only to move. It's sort of like a top-down isometric view, like Devil May Cry or whatever, but well, not Devil May Cry. Never mind that, but it's sort of like a top-down, like still camera, and you sort of just move in that area. I guess like Resident Evil or something, the original Resident Evils. But really not that good, especially with the tank controls. I did not enjoy it and really didn't give a fair chance, simply because I did not want to have to deal with moving with a D-pad in a 3D space. Hot Shots Golf, Hot Shots Golf 4, haven't played it yet, really cheap. Dynasty Warriors 2, haven't played it yet, but I have played Dynasty Warriors 5, so I'm going to assume it's pretty similar. Hack and slash game. 8 for Fury. Now this is another game that I played when I was younger, and it's a really fun racing game on quads. You should definitely check out the series. I beat the career mode and unlocked like the OP super awesome ATV, and now it's kind of just fun to do awesome like jumps and stuff in free roam. But I don't know, it's worth like the 5 or 6 hours I spent trying to beat the career mode. Maybe it was less than that, but I don't know, a lot of fun. I say pick it up, it's super cheap, and check out the other game in the series. I know there's like 4 of these. And that's my game pickups for the month of September 2012. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.